Alright. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another podcast. I'm the cool host, Ruben, and we got the loser right next to us.
Today, sir, I'm a winner. It's Richard the Wizard. Thankful for not being in jail. Yes, sir. I'm a winner today, bitch. I don't care how you dig it.
Winner, chicken dinner.
I won $30 on the $20 card. What's up, Ruben?
What's up, man? How's your day been? You having a good day so far?
It's been brutal. It's just been back and forth, and it's been wet and hot, and now I'm driving to like O-Town. So, what's over your day? My day was exhausting.
My day has been pretty good. A lot of drama at work.
Yeah, I've been fighting with one guy.
Well, there's one guy, man. I do not care for him, and a lot of my coworkers don't care for him either. Like this guy is very like bipolar and hot-headed.
Yeah.
They're all comparing him to you for some reason.
Oh, that's good.
No, only one person did. I was like, it surprised me.
Oh, that's lame. I don't give a shit anymore. I really don't. That's the only way like I can do things I can do.
Yeah, but we're just gonna hit it really. Well, we're gonna hit it off to start. What do you feel about Trump and Elon Musk fighting each other?
Oh, why are they fighting? I haven't watched TV in like 3 months, so what are they fighting about?
Alright, so...
Elon fighting about what?
So, I guess, this new bill that they did at, they passed recently, it was like a tax cut or whatever, and, I guess Elon Musk didn't like it, so then he went on Twitter saying, like, this is a stupid bill. I can't believe Trump approved this, blah that. You know, everyone's saying that, like, all this shit, right? I'm like, what the fuck's going on? So apparently, apparently in this tax bill, they remove Elon's, like, mandatory electric vehicle thing.
Oh yeah, well, duh, you shouldn't do that. If it's mandatory, that's kind of psychopath. That makes me not like Elon. I don't know too much about him. I like him because he goes to space and shit. Yeah? I don't know exactly too much about it. Probably know more about Trump, but like I'm sure. But that's if you're like everybody needs electric, that's just fucking gay shit. That's like un-American.
So
like,
so when yeah,
pay something out or something, but. That's kind of very Hitler-esque, and not CS or whatever you want to call it. Like I don't like that shit at all. He's just pissy because does anybody see Elon Musk for president? Was it 2028? Is that one of the next? I don't know fucking know about elections, but like, can't you just see Elon Musk just running for it? Like, what if he just like, I will give America free fucking Wi-Fi if you vote for me,
yeah.
Suckers.
So basically, all right. Well, the other shit that was kind of crazy was, so Elon Musk like literally said, like you know the Epstein Island, Epstein list.
Yeah.
So
I've been there. Isn't it?
Oh yeah, I bet you're famous.
Oh yeah. Hey, what happens on the island stays on the island, or a Netflix documentary.
Okay, so Elon like basically accused Trump, but he was like. They're like going back and forth, bickering at each other. And it's like time to drop a really big bomb, and he added him at real Donald Trump is in the Epstein files. That is the real reason they have not made it, it public. Have a nice day, shit. DJT.
Oh, shots fired, nigga. Shots fired.
And then like then he like he made another post saying, "Mark this post for the future. The truth will come out soon."
Oh, like he's got dirt on him? Oh. Trump's going to be like, it was all CGI, that's not me. I have much larger of a penis. But that girl's pretty, though. Like, he totally do something like that. Put it this way, like, you're so glad, like, I don't know about the whole P. Diddy fucking little kids and party drugs and all that shit. Like,
what the?
Heard rumors, but look, you gotta be really happy if you come out that you were at Jeffrey Epstein's island just banging 16, 17-year-old girls. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but it sure looks a lot better than having like little kids and sex parties and drugging people and raping them.
What do you mean? That is wrong. Like, what the hell?
What's wrong?
Banging 16, 17-year-olds if you're an adult, man. What the hell?
Well, look up the fucking look up the laws in other countries, motherfucker. I think it's like 17 in Georgia or something, or fucking something like that. But like, you go to Europe and it's like you can get married at 16, bang away. I'm sorry, but I lost my car when I was like 15. So,
Cool.
what do you draw the damn line? Put it this way: is it worse banging a girl that wants to bang you if she's 17 and you're 25? Worse than having kids in basements and drugging and raping them, or like whatever the fuck that P Diddy shit was and the Los Angeles shit was.
Oh man, that PD stuff is fucking crazy. So
Yeah, that's like the difference between hanging somebody or killing somebody with a gun or something, and then torturing them to death or some shit like that. You
well,
know
like
what I'm saying? They're both bad, but one is like heinous. You know what I'm saying?
one of my coworkers brought this up, like about the P Diddy files. So apparently, it happened recently in the court case. But how would you feel, man, if you and your wife were like giving a testimony, right? And your wife is telling them all the stuff that P Diddy did, right? No, your wife never told you about this. He's like, yeah, like P Diddy like had 5 guys inside me at the same time. Like we're all doing all this. He made me do that.
Actually, that happened.
Yeah, apparently this was happening, right?
I'm just counting holes, man.
So like the husband like couldn't bear it. He just walked out of the fucking courtroom because the girl was like saying all this stuff that he did during these parties, and he's over here like first his jaw dropped, and then he like got serious and he walked out.
Was the girl broke or what?
What?
Or she just did it on? Did the girl do it on her own accord?
I guess so.
So like, what the fuck she testifying?
Well, no. I think she did it on her own accord at the time, but then she's now saying that it was forced.
Yeah, as in like, okay, and then like not to be mean to the Epstein Island girls either. It's like, oh yeah, we knew we were going to, and not like, what do you expect? What the hell? But if this lady's had 5 things in her,
Yeah.
and I remember where the other holes were. It's behind the knees. To quote Quagmire from Family Guy, there are 2 holes located behind the knees. So, yeah, it's 5.
But like, if you're in that situation, right? Your girl, like, you're in court and it's against this guy that was like abused people sexually, right?
Yeah, just found out about it.
And then your girl's just telling him all the story. You didn't know anything about it. He's like, what?
I said, like, finally, I could become gay again. Thank you, Jesus. I'm like, women are evil. Bye, bitch. And grab the nearest cute guy I can find and just wink at him like, I'm totally bullshitting. Just give me a kiss when we walk out with this bitch. And we walk out like, I was gay the whole time. And I'd be like, oh, thank God. Or like, can you imagine that? Like, oh, yeah, I was taking 5 dicks at the same time. I'd be like, oh, I kissed. When was this? And I'd be thinking how many times I kissed that bitch.
On the other lips.
I'd be like, what the fuck? How many times? That's what I'd be thinking about. I'd be Ace Ventura, if you don't know what Ace Ventura is, but a lot of people do. I'd be Ace Ventura in the shower crying, taking a hot shower for like 2 hours, brushing my teeth out. I'd be like, oh my God. I'd be like, look. I was like, why did it taste like bleach? Like, that's nasty as fuck. I'd be like, was the guy like in the courtroom?
Yeah, they were all like, he was in the courtroom, and like literally when he was hearing all of this shit happen, like what his girl was saying, he like literally like walked out.
Like, let me ask you a better question. So you literally fucking like, you're the dude that's wife just said took 5 cops for fucking P Diddy at a party or whatever, and you didn't know anything about this. Are you still gonna stay in the courtroom?
Fuck no, I'm dipping out. I'm like, fuck this shit. She's single now.
I'm like, whoa, I'm like, ugh.
I like immediately I would file the divorce, and I'd be like, all right,
Yeah, but still, it's just like, oh, like.
Well, it's because like now, like it's public now, live television. Everyone knows what happened. So like, how do you face your face to your family, your friends, and?
The girl obviously did it on her own. Once you go 5 Ds, once you go 2 Ds, 3 is nothing, and then 4 is nothing. It's like chasing the dragon.
Chasing the dragon.
It's like you just see how many Ds you can get in your holes. So what if you've taken somebody that's like. Nobody goes back from taking 5 Ds and goes, you know what? They forced me into it next time. It's like, nah, bitch, you took 5. You were trying for 6, and then it got to be too much, and then now it's like, what the fuck? Yeah. Like, I'd be like, oh, my mama told me you were a hoe. Like, how do you even live that down? Like, I go into hiding. I'd like, I'd change my damn skin color and shit, put a wig on. I'd leave the fucking country. Because someone's going to recognize you. You're going to be out of the damn Publix or some shit shopping. And somebody's going to like, oh, man, your wife's going to do that like 5 dicks. Damn, dude. Damn, I'm sorry, man.
Yeah. Well, speaking about chasing the dragon, so when Elon and Trump are fighting, I guess they're like bickering each other, and like Elon, like, I guess like the easiest way to save money in our budget, billions and billions of dollars, to terminate Elon's governmental subsidies and contracts. I was always surprised that Biden didn't do it. So then Elon is like, in the light of the president's statement about cancellation of my government contract, SpaceX will begin decommissioning its Dragon spacecraft immediately.
Yeah, tit for tat. It's what Donald basically did the Russia and Ukraine shit. So Elon Musk is like, okay, so like I'm doing all this shit. So if you don't want this shit, that's fucking fine.
And Tesla stock is going down.
But not to get off topic, right?
Yeah.
But it's kind of on topic. Yeah. So now there's shrimpers in the Gulf and around Florida and shit, Texas, Louisiana, and all this other stuff.
What, stripper?
They're actually chasing debris of fucking rockets. They're the ones that like explode and shit, or ones that like come back down and shit, and like space debris.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not talking like a little microchip or something. I'm talking like a shit that like the roof of your, like the hood of your car, like big tiles, right? And they've been ripping through their shrimping nets. And it's not like you can just weave this bitch back together. It takes a lot to make a shrimping net. So it's like they pull up on these things and they're bringing up like a lot of fucking blown up rockets, and they're like, it is literally like devastating the shrimping down there, because every time they're breaking net, it's like they're fucked for the day. So it's like, it's weird. You have to pull up that story. Sorry not to interrupt, but hey, Elon, I love what he's doing to space, but that like to get to space, but do you fuck this planet up so you could get to space? Like, and I don't understand why wouldn't you go to the moon first? Like, it takes like what, 3 months, 8 months, I can't remember, to get to Mars. It might be like a week or two or something to the moon or some shit like that. But why, like, Mars barely has an atmosphere. Like, I understand, like, would it be easier to build shit on the moon? Because there's like hardly any gravity. You'd be able to like lift up 1,000-pound things.
Oh wow! Wait, holy shit! Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. So now, someone in like Congress, like basically like shot a shot at Elon. It's like, they should initiate a formal investigation of his immigration status, because I am a strong belief that he is an illegal alien and he should be deported from the country immediately. He said in a phone interview with me. Wow.
That's funny.
That's a fucking loophole, right? That's like a kind of thing. Rumors that Trump might seize control of space.
Just go buy a fucking country, bro. Just be like, hey, Greenland, how much you want for your shit? And just buy everything. Like what can't look for? That's why it's like Luther. It's like, oh man, that's like, it's gotta be the feeling of so much power. I would like to see his porn history. That's what I'm saying. Like, because you could have anything, do anything you want, right? Basically, in the world. What does this motherfucker's dick hard? That's what I'm thinking. Like, it's got to be either like the sweetest old school Cinemax porn, or like the dirtiest of the dirty. Like, he's buying snuff films and shit like that. Or it's, or like it's just like girls in bikinis or something like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't think there's any in the middle. It's just got to be like, if he's crazy like Luther with all the power in the world.
I think Elon Musk is going to die soon.
He's already cloned himself like fucking 30 times. He's going to have his head transplanted. You'll never know it's Elon Musk. This is like, it's going to be like Elon Musk brain robots versus fucking the robots of AI and then humans. So instead of it being like Matrix, where we have to have, or T2, like a Terminator, we'll have like different, like another 2 groups of aliens, like a human hybrid alien. I'm really hot. And then a fucking regular fucking one. I'm just imagining this in my head. It seems awesome. I'm pretty stoned.
Yeah, you're pretty.
Fucked up. Like you work tomorrow? Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you drinking? Of the Coors Banquet? Or are you drinking nothing today?
I had one earlier, but like it's a little too late to drink at a Coors Banquet, because I start like my stomach starts rumbling when it's past 10.
You gotta go to tequila, baby.
Yeah, so tequila, bro. You seeing this? Hold up.
I haven't really made a drink, man. Yeah, I'm about to. I'm about to get tore the fuck up. It's supposed to be my Friday, but fuck, got overtime. So we'll make that money.
Yeah, sure. I gotta make more money. What the fuck?
What's on the fucking news? Like a news feed?
Oh, you know what? What'd you say?
what's on the news or whatever? You got like a news feed on
So
your
yeah,
phone. My
yeah,
phone's
I'm
up.
looking like, well, I'm on Twitter right now, and everyone's fucking going crazy about this. So another thing that apparently Elon Musk said was like if it wasn't for him, Trump would have never won.
You know, I just think of all this shit and all the fucking money wasted. Here's an equation for you.
Uh huh.
How much was spent in presidential elections in the last 10 years?
So I can actually tell you, ever since Obama, for some reason, companies just started
Okay.
investing.
So just go to the last 12 years.
Yep.
So that's three presidencies. So the last 12 years, how much was spent on presidential campaigns? Dude, we got how many billions?
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah. We need to have some kind of background music so it's like no dead air. It's like, hang on, we're thinking.
You're dead.
If anybody listening, we could play fucking some trivia with them. Ugh.
It's kind of going crazy the amount of fucking the amount of money they put in this shit. Yeah, ever since Obama, that's when they started fucking donating money like crazy.
Yeah, and it's not kind of stupid. There should be like, so basically it's a, you know, like if you had $1,000 versus $1 billion, are you ever supposed to? The only thing you're gonna know who the fuck you are, like one city. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you could be the smartest person on the planet and then have $1,000 and like try like you wouldn't even get out of your hometown. So is it say we're only gonna let the people that have money? There should be a cap on it. There should be like y'all both get like we set aside every year $100,000 each for you to run commercials and fucking like.
Yeah.
But goddamn, what do you do with that fucking money? If they, well, I'm saying how much is it worth? What could you have possibly done with that money? You know, like how many? Let's divide how much money they spent, right? By how many homeless people are in America right now. And let's see how much money.
So that's
So
crazy.
it's definitely it's in the billions, right?
Yeah. So basically, all of the basically it says here in the last 5 elections, candidates who raised significantly more money have won, except for the 2016 Democratic nominee Hillary Clinton. That's great. That's funny.
Well, how much money did they fucking spend?
So on 2016, Clinton got was donated $563.8 million. Trump only
Okay,
got
so there's that.
Trump only got 333.1.
All right. So we're almost at $1 billion. So keep going. Like
Yeah, well, last the 2020 election, Biden got $1 billion and Trump got 774 million.
okay, so we're at like let's say 2.5.
Yeah.
Do one more. Because that's just two. Yeah. So we're at like 2.5 billion. So do one more. Plus the next highest one or whatever.
Where is it? I just.
So just let's just.
They all like in total they've spent like over like four or $5 billion in the last like 20 years.
Let's just say, okay, we got $4 billion to deal with, and that's over like 10 years or whatever. But
Yeah.
type in, ask this: how many homeless people are there in the United States, like right now? Because if it's 1 million and there's 4 billion, you could have given every homeless person $4,000.
How many?
I don't know how many million it is.
How many homeless in America? There is currently. Oh wow! In January 2024, a point-in-time count by the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development found that 771,480 people were experiencing homelessness in the U.S.
Okay, so let's just round that up to 1 million and make it nice and easy. Okay?
Yeah.
So we got 1 million, and then we have 4 billion. We're going to divide that. So instead of running elections for 12 years, right, you could have given every single homeless person $4,000. So imagine if you're homeless with a kid. I mean, that's like kids. And so if you're like a 4-pack family, the government hands you a $20,000 check. Are you still homeless? If you are, you deserve to be homeless, or you just want to be homeless. If someone hands you $20,000 and you can't make that work for a little place somewhere, or I don't give a shit, you're living in a camper or some shit.
Yeah.
At least something like mobile home, whatever. You can make that. You know, I don't care if you got bad credit or not. You got 20 grand. You can get into somewhere. You know.
Yeah.
What would that have done to change people's lives? Instead, we fight back and forth about problems that are never resolved, and just with this waste of money, it's like, is there some like evil Mr. Burns character in the background, like the Illuminati motherfuckers that just
there
like
is one, man.
he's just like, I double charged them, so like he's like, they spend $1 billion, I got 500, like these stupid fucks every 4 years. He's like this old Mr. Burns vampire that never dies because he's so rich. He's like, excellent. $1 billion this year. That's $500 million like every 4 years. Like, what the fuck, man? It just seems. These are like the stupid little fucking questions that you think about. And you're like, what? How does this make any fucking sense? Why isn't anybody like? How come there's this many people that are fucking sheep that are just like, I'm just gonna go and do this and fucking, and everything's gonna be different because I fucking believed in this thing. And oh my god, I'm sorry, I'm fucking pissed off of the world.
So. Oh, that's fucking crazy. So did you know if you split? So there's over $123 trillion in the world, right? You split that up, and each out of the 8 billion people in the world, and you only get $15,055 per person.
Yeah, it sure seems like it should be more than that.
And I think it's crazy.
On like all like the stock markets and shit like that, or is that just like basically the weight of gold or weight of gold and silver?
It is all the money in the world. But I think it's crazy, and you know, I always advocated this, and it's always true. No,
What?
like it's like no matter like if you really wanted it to be not poor, you would do something about it.
Yeah, I mean, there are gotta be some cases where people are disabled or something like that.
Yeah, well, that too. Like, you gotta do something about it, and it's luck.
Put it this way: if it goes like the fucking what do you call it, the recession, where nobody can have a job, but people are like killing themselves, but like where the fucking homeless line was like out the door, and like nobody had work because all the banks collapsed. Yeah. But if you go on Indeed, it goes, there's 5,000 jobs within your county or Central Florida or something. You got to be like, okay, why can't, like, give me a reason why you can't work at these jobs. And if you're disabled or whatever, that you obviously couldn't do it. But like, oh my god, it drives me nuts just to be homeless. Like, I can't stand people, so I get a job that's outside. So because plants don't really talk.
Are you
sometimes?
So are you team Elon or team Trump right now?
I don't fucking team neither, really. I like both of them for the certain things they've done. I dislike some of them, I guess, for the other things that they've done. But I don't know. Fucking, I guess I'm always like, I'm not answering that.
Yeah.
When it comes to politics, like if you ask me a dead ass question, and like, Richard, do you believe in this or this? I have to answer that, like policy for policy. But do I like? Well, I don't know them. You know, that's kind of just dead ass, right? It's like, dude, unless you like sit down with somebody, like drink a beer and have dinner with them or something, like, do you really like even know them, like at all?
Holy shit! Yeah. So I gotta.
You're basic, but you just know what you see on TV.
Yeah. So I got a real like. This could be a fucked up question, but it's kind of a, like I think it does happen.
Yeah, I love Ruben's fucked up question.
Okay.
That needs to be a set.
All right. How about this?
One of your things.
All right.
Ruben, it's fucked up topic.
My fucked up question. All right. So you have a loving family. You and your wife. You got 2.5 kids. So let's just say you have 3. We're gonna say you have 3 kids. You know, you're a hardworking man. You're working 10-hour days, maybe 12. You know, whatever, right? You always get home and you always notice, like, damn, you know.
What do you do?
No. This is different. So you notice that, like, you know, you get home and the kids are always behaved, and the ages are one's 3, one's 7, and the other's 10, right? 3, 7, 10.
I get my wife. I'm like, are you joking them? Like, for real? Like, this is not normal.
And it's like, it's no matter what, the kids are always acting fine, but they seem off. The wife seems normal until, you know, you're like, God damn, you know, I gotta figure out, like, what my wife's doing to get these kids so well behaved. Well,
yeah, she's giving them Benadryl.
What?
And she's giving them Benadryl and making them sleepy.
No.
She's doping them. She's giving them like shit.
Well, then one day, you got curious. You're like, you know what? I'm gonna call out work. I'm gonna pretend I'm gonna go to work, and you just stay around the corner of the. You're just like hiding in the home.
I set up a camera. Yeah.
And then you find like you realize why your kids are always so well behaved is because your wife is like torturing your kids to a point where they behave.
Like torturing, like whipping the shit out of them.
Yeah, like basically like, what bam? You better be like, what bam? And the kids are like crying bloody murder. They're like, oh,
Well, how the fuck do you not notice this shit if you're a parent? But yeah, you're working long days.
But it does happen. Like I've heard.
So, but yeah, so it's kind of like both of the fucking boss. But like, what do I do? You're sitting there watching it.
Yeah, you're just right there, like you like basically like if you had popcorn, you'd be eating it.
Now, let's say it was bad. Okay, I'll give you two different scenarios.
What?
So let's say, let me give you two different scenarios. So one, you walk in there and just slap the living shit out of one of the kids, like the oldest gets a face slap, waka. And the middle redheaded stepchild, gets like a half slap. And then like the little one does something so disrespectful, he gets his pants pulled down and gets whacked like 3 times on his ass, straight with a hand. That's all that happens. I would be like, bitch, why are you beating the kids? Like, that shit don't do no good. Let's take away their fucking iPad or something. Like, cold punishment does not work. Plain and simple. Now, if the bitch like pulled out a whip and handcuffed my little kid and was like, listen to mommy, and whips that bitch, and I see my kid crying, I just straight up go strangle the bitch to death. Because like, how long has it been going on? I literally bust out of the closet and just strangled the bitch to death. I don't give a fuck what my kids thought, that I killed their mommy or whatever. Like, I don't give a shit. Like, it'd be like, imagine if you thought this was going on for 1, 2, 3 years and your kids were in this much pain. I not only feel like disgust over the person, I feel like I'm personally responsible and I have to kill that thing. Like, that's like the devil. I literally like look at, like, sorry to be mean. Anybody's like, oh my God, he kills someone. Like, I couldn't see somebody doing that to my child.
Damn.
Like, and that was our child too. That's like, oh no. And then it's just like, oh, I love this girl. Like, imagine if you're in love with her and she's like beating one of your kids behind. Like, oh no, like they ain't your mama. Something happened. Like, I tell the kid, no, that wasn't your mama. That's like some devil out in that bitch. Something. Like, cause that's where I kind of draw the lines. It's like, you can tell someone is really racist if they're racist to kids.
Yeah. Well,
look at that little Jimmy boy.
Another thing, you've seen King of the Hill, right?
Yeah.
So
don't touch my purse. I don't know you.
I don't know. So
I've been having my name is Wesley Shackelford.
Yeah. But I've noticed I've been having a weird kick off King of the Hill. I've been liking like some of the funny moments. And there's one, and it's always like kind of crazy. So there's one called the character Del Gribble.
Yeah.
And there's a scene where I thought it was so funny. I'm over here like, what the fuck? Is like, the Indian dude, John Redcorn or whatever. It's like it's been doing it with Del Gribble's wife.
Yeah, and their kid looked just like him.
Yeah.
You'd always see the scene where like he was banging the wife, and like all the town knew it, and his wife was like hot as shit, and he'd go into the bedroom and he'd like turn around and the bitch would like jump out the fucking window with her whole ass because he was banging his wife, and like the dude was so naive about it. Yeah. And the kid looked just like he's like, that's my boy. Like the boy just started playing like fucking football and shit, and the guy was like a really small like Weasley guy. And the kid's out there just like wrecking shit like this big ass Indian. He's like, that's my boy. Everybody in the town's like dying loud.
The whole town knows. Well, yeah. What would you do if you were in that situation? But you weren't clueless. How about that?
Yeah, I wasn't clueless.
Like you finally started getting like you start putting the clues together after.
All I know is it is not racist. If your baby comes out darker than you and your girl put together, if you might want to do a DNA test. I'm just saying. Don't let nobody tell you talking that shit. Oh, my great-great-grandma was a quarter Cherokee or some shit like that, dude. You need to fucking get a damn test. Goddamn.
I hope this happens to you, Richard.
What?
I hope that happens to you.
Well, that ain't fucking possible. I ain't fucking nobody.
I hope you have a kid that comes darker than black coffee.
I can't wait till they let 2 men have sex to have a kid, really, because I want to have their baby.
Oh yeah.
You like that?
All right.
Oh, you dirty.
Hey,
You dirty.
so
Take that sucker.
you mind if we cut this little podcast a little shorter than usual?
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah,
Getting tired, buddy.
Yeah, I'm a little sleepy. I think we should do these a little bit more earlier.
Yeah, cool. Well, peace out, everybody.
Peace out,
So
Richard's
we
gay.
entertain somebody out there.
Richard's gay.
Sorry,
And,
yeah, I'm gay for you, and I want to have this baby. Mark
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Save it for later. All
All
right,
right.
do love you, Ruben.
all right, man. Bye. Good night.
At least.